Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the book A King's Obsession, a novel of Anne Boleyn by Alison Weir, and this is the second novel in a series by Alison Weir called The Tudor Women. And this one, as the title implies, is about Anne Boleyn. And this book starts off when she is about 11 or 12 and then ends during her death. And I really enjoyed this book a lot. Alison Weir does a great job at describing things and really puts a lot of historical detail into her work. And on to what I liked about the book. I liked seeing how Anne Boleyn was shaped, because I did not know a lot about the childhood of Anne Boleyn, and I did not realize that she went to all these different courts during her teenage years. First, she was part of Archduchess Margaret's court, and that court was a court of learning, and that really shaped her in religious reform and things of that nature, and about women rulers as well. And then she left Margaret, Archduchess of Austria, and went to the sister of King Henry VIII, Queen Mary of France. And that didn't work out because King Louis died, and she was no longer Queen of France. So she wasn't able to serve Queen Mary, but she was placed in the court of Queen Claude, who was the current Queen of France. And that was also a court of learning, and also just different things. And then then she gets placed in the court of Margaret of Valois, who was also an independent woman. So she had all these influences of independent women rulers. So that really shaped her, and also a lot of those people were reformists, so that also shaped her. And then finally she ends up at King Henry VIII's court as a lady-in-waiting to Catherine of Aragon. And gosh, that was a mouthful. And I did not know where all she went until I read this novel. And I really liked seeing how she was shaped, because I didn't know a lot about that. So, and another thing I liked about the book was at the beginning of her stay at Henry VIII's court, she had a lot of respect for Catherine. In other novels that I've read on this channel, she was just out and out, had no respect for Catherine of Aragon. But in this shows a little bit more respect at the beginning. But then at the end, she was just an ambitious person. And I really liked seeing the trial and how quickly the charges were trumped up on her, because like I said in my Lady of the Tower review, the charges were just, it was like a snap of the finger and it was done. And that was portrayed really well in this book. Now on to what I did not like about the book, and there's just a little bit of what I did not like about the book. I did not like her relationship between her and her daughter, who would be Elizabeth I. It shows in this book that she really didn't love her daughter, and she couldn't grow to love her. It just wasn't her, not that she hated her, it just, the maternal instinct wasn't there, I guess. Which I guess is like that for a lot of women, but I mean, people think, oh, well, you know, women are just, you're just gonna love her, or you're just gonna love your kid, but that's not always the case. But there are things that she wanted to do that kind of, I guess, showed motherly instinct, such as she did want to breastfeed, and that was seen as a no-no during that time, because the men said, you know, we want to keep our women constantly pregnant, and breastfeeding detracts from that. So, but that's something that she really wanted to do. So, I mean, that shows an motherly compassion, you know, that shows motherly compassion. And also, this book was really long. I read it on audio and it was like 19 hours, and that's long, and it's probably a 400 and something page book. So it was really long, and I think a lot of novels about this time period, they seem to be very long and drawn out. But overall, that is really nitpicky, and I enjoyed this book, and I want to read more in the series, especially about some of the queens that we do not know about. And I liked reading a book about someone that we do have some we know about her. She's not just someone randomly, so that was really interesting. So I hope you enjoyed this book review, and if you've read this book, I hope you enjoyed the book. So I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.